So I met Vanya Covey a couple years ago at a women's conference, and I had the opportunity of driving her around to run her errands. Vanya Covey is one of the most fascinating women you've ever met. She's very vibrant and she's busy all the time. She is capable of doing so many things at one time. She's a mother, a wife, a pastor's wife, a missionary. She does it all. But her background is just as interesting as her personality. So when she was a child, they were under heavy communism in Bulgaria, and her parents were actually very strong Christians. And not only were you not encouraged to have a church, you weren't even allowed to own a Bible. There was a time when Vanya's mother was at home and they had a box of Bibles. Her mother could see the lights of the police vehicles coming down the road, and she was so scared that they were going to be caught that she grabbed the Bibles and she frantically began to run through the house, not knowing what to do with them, and then just ran outside and just started digging. And she dug this hole in the vineyard and she buried the box of Bibles. The police had come into the house and were tearing the whole place apart looking for this box of Bibles, and they never found them. Years and years go by, and they continue to confiscate Bibles from Vanya's family. Throughout the years, they were pinpointed as the Christian family of that town. And she was even followed home from school. They were suspicious that she was carrying Bibles that her father had stashed in her backpack to distribute around town or at school or wherever. Regardless, Vanya had that constant pressure of somebody is going to find out something against me. And it's kind of hard for us to wrap our minds around in America because we're so free. And especially in this day, we have so much liberty. Years down the road, when communism was over, but there was a very strong sense of oppression still in Bulgaria. Vanya's dad gets a call from the police department and saying, "We need you to come down here. We have something that we know is yours and we want to talk to you about it." And he was very scared, but he went down to the police station and he walked into the room where they led him, and it was a room full of Bibles that they had confiscated from him and his family over the years. And he was so scared. But they turned to him and they looked at him and said, "We know these are yours, and we've had them here, and we want to give them back to you." So they actually helped him load up the boxes of Bibles, and he has since then distributed all of those Bibles in the Bulgarian language all over Radnevu once again. And they are wonderful people, and I look up to them so much. And I think what Vanya and Brandon are doing in Bulgaria is so kind and so wonderful, especially that she, after going through all of that oppression during communism with her family, that travels back to Bulgaria to continue to spread the gospel and is willing to open her own business to support the work. The work needs a lot of funding, and Vanya has it in her heart to produce a lot of this funding herself. She is a woman of a lot of talents, and so one of those talents is being able to bake and be a wonderful host. And the city that she lives in, the city of Radnevu in Bulgaria, is a wonderful little town, but it isn't serviced with a bakery. And so one of the things that she wants to do is create this bakery to service the people there of Radnevu. Heather and I traveled to Bulgaria for 2 weeks at the beginning of this year, and just to meet with her, to write down a business plan, to get her started. What we didn't know was that God was going to open some amazing doors to talk to the mayor in the city. He gave us his full support. And he even gave us 3 sites in Rendezvous that were potential bakery locations. The site that was perfect was the one that was directly across the street from Vanya's house. So knowing that people are finding peace and people are finding liberty in Christ, that's what encourages me to be able to say, yes, I 100% know that this is the right direction and that the Lord is going to bless them for their efforts in Bulgaria. I also believe that He is going to bless this bakery, and He has already blessed it hand over fist. The people that we've met that have helped us be able to translate the business plan into Bulgarian, to be able to find the data which is in Bulgarian and be able to apply it to our business plan, to be able to meet with the mayor, which was supposed to be impossible when we were there, and the doors just opened. And then to be able to secure the property that is directly across the street from their current property is just little things that the Lord is being able to show us that, yes, we're going in the right direction. And we want to be able to invite you to be able to go on this journey with us, with Brandon, with Vanya, with their family, and being able opening this bakery in Bulgaria and being able to share the gospel with these people. That's something that I'm very excited to be a part of. So if you want to take a look at this business plan and get back with us, if you want to be a part, just let us know in whatever way you want to be a part. We would be very excited to have you on board.